Okay, and now we're going to have a look at the ARCA residences in Stafford. So this is in Brisbane. It's in the northern part of Brisbane, a suburb called Stafford. One of the good things that Brisbane has done very well in over recent years is they've put in a big tunnel network, so it's actually very easy to move around Brisbane. So we're about 15 minutes from the airport in Stafford. We're about 15 minutes to Brisbane CBD. One of the probably more relevant things recently is the announcement in the Olympics. So we're literally 5 minutes from where the new Olympic Stadium will be in Victoria Park, which is just to the north of Brisbane CBD. So we're literally 5 minutes away from there, and where the Olympic Village and the Aquatic Centre will be built over the coming years. Lots of amenity nearby, really excellent location. To be in. You're also only 10 minutes to the Queensland University of Technology campus in Kelvin Grove, so easy to get to that university. Also 20 minutes to the university campus in St Lucia. You've got a lot of green space around this area. If I zoom in a little bit, there is a small sort of river that runs right through this northern part of Brisbane called Kedron Brook. You can walk along there if you were there in any mornings. There's dozens and dozens of people walking and cycling along there. It's a lovely pathway that goes through some forested areas, national park and stuff. And then if we narrow in on this site specifically, sits on this corner block here. And we have some playing fields next door at Gibson Park. And then just the other side of Gibson Park, which is just at the end of the road, we also then have the big Stafford shopping centre with all the major supermarkets, big retail outlets, cinema, etc. right there. And just on the other side of the road to our site is the Stafford High School. So lots of amenity, everything you would want nearby. If I just move into the brochure for this project. So this project consists of 70 2- and 3-bedroom apartments. It's a really nice low-rise feel. There are only 3 levels, the apartments, buildings, and they sit across 3 separate blocks. So 70 apartments across 3 blocks, and each one is just 3 levels high. Again, this project comes from Red & Co. Again, you know, a developer I've had a long-standing 15-year relationship with, and who've developed multiple projects in Brisbane and the Gold Coast. The builder is appointed. They're called Balmain & Co. And construction is already underway on this project, with completion around 18 months away. So the middle of, we're saying the middle of 2027 for completion here. Some examples of previous projects that Red & Co have done. Actually, if I just come back to highlighting this. So this is where the site is. You can see the 3 blocks there that are all part of ARCA. And just highlighting again there, you've got Stafford State School just on the one side of the road. You've got Gibson Park here, and just over here is the big retail outlet just on the right-hand side. And Brisbane CBD, 10 minutes away in the distance. So we don't have too much amenity on this project, just the pool. So that's good in terms of keeping the body corporate and strata fees fairly low. Anybody that wants gyms, there's multiple gyms within a 5-minute walk of this site. So plenty of amenity on your doorstep. Really nice finishes. Again, big windows, timber flooring. Real owner-occupier targeted product. But again, a real opportunity for investors to buy in at very, very good prices here. So again, just narrowing down 3 separate buildings, and then the pool area sits just between the 3 of those buildings. Really nice suburban location. And again, I won't go into any great detail on the specific floor plans, but just to show you a couple of examples. Here's an example of the 2-bed product. In fact, all of the product in here, as well as having 2 or 3 bedrooms, has a separate multi-purpose room or office area. But a really nice floor plan. These start at just over 1.2 million for the 2-bed product. Separated bedrooms, separate bathrooms. So in effect, you've got 2 en-suited bedrooms there. So really good for a rental perspective, because it's easy to rent to 2 separate people, or to a couple, or to a family. And again, just highlighting that separate multi-purpose room or office space, as well as the bedrooms. Again, in terms of selling point, I think location is probably one of the key features. Easy to get to the city, easy to get out to the airport. Everything on your doorstep with schools, parks, and shopping centre. But also the price points. 2 bedrooms are from just over 1.2 million, and we've got 3 bedrooms for starting at under 1.4 million. That is exceptionally good in a market where increasingly 2 beds are closer to the 1.4, 1.5 million mark. And 3 beds, it's increasingly hard to find a new 3-bedroom apartment in Brisbane under 2 million. So at 1.2, 1.4, these are really well priced, and will go up as we progress through the construction process. We will be increasing the prices of available units. So that's ARCA in Stafford. Thanks.